Hello, I'm Tomaso, aka Main Chef, and today we're setting the foundation for a plant-based kitchen by building a pantry from scratch. We learn how to organize it in 7 essential groups that will help us to create a never-ending supply of food and navigate our kitchen at ease. I'm also giving away a free shopping list for you to download at the end of this video. This is a little investment on time and ingredients, but a well-stocked pantry can transform your cooking experience, so you can be efficient and organized. It is also an unbeatable resource if you're like me and you suffer from ADHD. A common misconception when building a pantry is that you need a lot of space, fancy shelves or rooms dedicated to it. Let's start saying that that's a myth. But I also know if you start checking in the internet, everything looks so perfect and spacious and maybe make you abandon the idea. But hey, if I did it in one of the smallest kitchen ever and with mostly upcycled material, you can too. But let's cut the chase and get to it. First group is flours and starches. Versatile and essential for countless recipes. I use a plain whole wheat flour, usually unbleached ones are my favorite for bread and pastries. I don't personally stock much as they have a reduced shelf life, but I also don't bake every day. Then 00 flour, semolina are for my pastas, which I usually stock when I decide I want to make fresh pasta or typical bread and pastries. Like this carousel recipe I made a few weeks ago. On the contrary, chickpea flour is always present, rich in protein and great for many vegan recipes. To end this section, cornstarch, tapioca, potato starch, arrowroot are my go-to thickeners. Actually ran out of tapioca, so I gotta restock these. Up here with the flours, I keep section number 2, which is legumes and cereals. Heart healthy, protein packed, incredibly filling and essential in my diet. I usually stock lentils, which are quick cooking, great for soups, and the red ones are my favorite. Then I have beans, both in or from the garden. They are staple for many dishes. I love mung and mung dal, so they are always on stock. I also have peas and chickpeas for hummus, salad and snacks. I cook a lot with rice, so I always have a few varieties in my pantry, and they always outnumber the pasta. I know it's kind of strange from an Italian. The pastas that I keep are even a whole wheat, a gluten-free option and a high protein one. On the same shelf I keep a few items from section 3, which is breakfast. For the most important meal of the day, these essentials ensure you start right. Granola, crunchy prep for my yogurt, muesli, a no-brainer breakfast solution, oat and cereals. Quick and easy. I will show you how to make your activated breakfast in future videos. Essential group number 4 is dried fruit, nuts, seeds and their butters. They are essential for a balanced plant-based diet, offering protein, healthy fats and lots of fun. I stock almonds for milk or butter or to snack on, cashews for creamy sauces and vegan cheeses, Brazilian nuts as I love them and they are a nutritional powerhouse. But I also make sure that I have sesame seeds, pumpkin and sunflower seeds, flax for your baking and also chia. You can complete the section with your favorite dried fruit. And talking of butters, peanut butter is my favorite and omnipresent in my pantry. But if you don't have time, make sure you shop for a nice product. And we are aware that working full time and family commitment sometimes won't allow us to make everything our own. And I as well buy many ingredients. But when I do, I make sure it's from a shop like this. And honestly, building a pantry is also an opportunity to embrace sustainability. When we bulk buy, we reduce waste. We learn how to use what we already have at home, like shopping bags for example, or upcycling jars that can be our new storage solution, and little by little we're gonna reduce our impact on this planet. But mostly we learn how to save money and reduce the impact on our wallets as well. Another tip to build your pantry, and I highly recommend you this, is to get some tape and write your labels. And I prefer it to a printer as writing helps me remembering what I'm stocking and where I put things. But a little secret, I also enjoy the whole process of doing it. By now you might have realized I do not have sauces, instant food and canned product here. Simply for the fact that I love making my own and if I buy them, I store them somewhere else. So subscribe and stay tuned to learn how. Back in our kitchen, section 5 is dedicated to oils, vinegars and special sauces, which you can elevate every dish, adding depth, flavor and character. I use extra virgin olive oil, a kitchen staple, perfect for sautéing, drizzling and making dressing. Then I stock coconut oil, odorless and the standard one, great for high heat cooking and baking. I like to use it when I'm making my homemade vegan batter. I have rapeseed, avocado oil with a high smoke point, sesame oil, a must have for Asian dishes. It adds a rich and nutty flavor. I always love to stock soy and mirin, but I chuck in this section some random choices for funky combinations sometimes. And remember, this is your pantry, so organize this section with the items that you love. And then there is vinegars. Apple cider vinegar is by far my favorite. Versatile, tangy, and also known for its health benefits. And I will show you how to make your own using only scraps from your juicing. This stays somewhere else, not in my pantry, as I want a dark place where it can keep aging. But it's worth mentioning it. Then I use a standard white and red wine vinegar, rice and balsamic. A little section 6 is dedicated to flavor enhancers and healthy bodies. I prefer calling it that way instead of superfood, as the flavor is key in plant-based cooking, so it's health. We have homemade stock of bouillon, dashi powder, nutritional yeast for your cheesy flavor and a boost in vitamin B, desiccated coconut, activated charcoal. I use this for its detoxifying properties and to create striking black color dishes. To finish with spirulina and wheatgrass, great for smoothies. But I also stock vegan protein powder, because with my training I want to boost my protein intake, and I use it in smoothies, oatmeal, yogurt, and even baked goods. Here I love to keep some dried mushrooms. And now I have oyster, shiitake, and turkey tail. All of these are my homegrown products, so comment in a section if you wanna learn my growing simple setup. If not, I recommend visiting your local Asian supermarket, as they always have a beautiful selection. We carry on with sweeteners. I always have some raw cane sugar, but also granulated and custard. Then I keep molasses or date syrup, maple and agave. Make sure you have a good variety, so you're always ready for any recipe. To finish our pantry, we move to the last group: spices, herbs and cooking specials. Remember, to make things easier, I've created a printable shopping list for you, which contain about 100 items divided per category as discussed today. I use this section a lot, so I need to make sure that I keep the ingredients that I use the most in a visible place, either on top or in the front. I love using nutmeg, cinnamon, turmeric, 5 and 7 spices, peppers, juniper berries and more. In this same section I keep my Himalayan pink salt, which is my to-go cooking salt, but also herbals and teas. And always some cooking special ingredients, like agar-agar and carrageen, which are gelatin alternatives, perfect for setting desserts, and vegan cheese. But also the classic of baking soda and baking powder will always stay in this section. So this is my complete pantry, from top to bottom, from section to section. And I hope you building your own is the start of a fantastic journey. So download the list, hit like, and if you find some value in this video, subscribe. I will see you next time.